Good morning. These are the news bulletin at the top of the hour. My name is Hlakie MNGOMEZULU, and the time now is 11 a.m. Court rules Zuma must appear and testify at Zondo Commission. Johannesburg. The Constitutional Court has ruled that former President Jacob Zuma has to appear and testify before Zondo Commission. The former president will be required to obey all summonses issued by the Commission. The court ruled Zuma's conduct in breach of the Constitution. The Zondo Commission lodged an urgent application to force Zuma to appear and answer questions after former president and his legal team walked out of the inquiry when Zondo refused to rescue himself as chairperson. More than 30 witnesses have implicated Zuma at the commission. And in the other ENCA news, wine traders take the government to court. In Johannesburg, government is facing more court action against its alcohol sales. This time, the body representing more than 2,000 wine farmers and producers, ZinPro, is heading to court. It wants the ban lifted with immediate effect as its court hearing set for the next week. The largest beer brewer in South Africa, SAB, has also taken the government to court. Government is facing more. The producers are calling the government to allow the sales of alcohol for home consumption and restaurants and venues. The government argues that the ban of alcohol is necessary to drop alcohol-related trauma cases over burdened hospitals. And that is it for the news bulletin. We're going now into the sports news.
Bring you all the sporting news. This is sports on ilovemarvel.live.
Good morning, South Africa. The time is 2 minutes past 11 on the 28th of January 2021. I am Siyo Mali with the sports headlines. Cap and de Klerk nominated for new ICC Player of the Month awards. Bill Gates says Tokyo Olympics fate depends on vaccine rollout. I will definitely elaborate on that at the bottom of the hour. But back to the Melville Rush. Yes, it is the second hour with the Melville Rush team. I am Siyo Mali and I'm here with Hlakie. Yes, but I feel like we deserve another break.
Yes,
ad break and then
we'll
music
be
break.
back.
And we'll be right back.
I hate the fact that I keep pausing.
comes and take your place. Where did you go? Where did you go? Girl, I wanna know, baby. Where did you go? Where did you go? 'Cause I'm on my own, I'm on my own. Where did you go? Where did you go? Girl, I wanna know. I wanna know. Where did you go? Where did you go? 'Cause I'm on my own. Girl, I wanna know. Where did you go? Where did you go? Yeah.
And we are live.
And we
We
are
are back. This is the Melville Rush on ilovemarvel.live. The time is 7 minutes past 11 on the 28th of January 2021. It is our second hour until 12 p.m. We're doing everything lights, camera, action. What is the new movie that is coming out?
So apparently a new movie has just entered South Africa's box office this week, and it is called The Marksman.
All right.
So it says here, Liam Neeson plays a former Marine who tries to protect a boy on the run from members of vicious cartel in The Marksman. If you're staying at home this weekend, why not check out more of this? So The Marksman is basically, I think it's like a thriller. Yeah, it's more of a thriller.
All right.
So it says here, The Marksman is a blend of character study, contemporary Western, road movie, and action thriller. A former Marine lives a solitary life as a rancher along the Arizona-Mexican border, but his peaceful existence soon comes crashing down when he tries to protect a boy on the run from members of the vicious cartel. And then it says here, I want people to be entertained first and foremost. My favorite films were intense action movies with realistic undertones like Bullet and Heat. And then I used Westerns as a template. Beyond that, I want to impact this idea that William's character redeems himself by going through a transformation where he becomes less selfish and more selfless. I think we can all benefit from applying to our lives, and that's the theme I was going for, says the director Robert Lornez, who also co-wrote the screenplay with Chris Charles and Danny Kravitz.
Oh wow.
So that seems like a very interesting movie. I don't know, I'm not really like into like your, you know how like you always have those storylines of like this guy's a soldier, this guy's a Marine.
Yeah.
A lot of like US movies have that. We don't necessarily have them here in South Africa though, but I think it would be very interesting, don't you think?
It sounds interesting.
I think it would be interesting if we had like, you know, a history movie. I don't know if there is one. You guys can correct me if there is.
Yeah, let us know.
Like a history movie where you have like, you know, one of like the guys from like the MK and his story and like how like, you know, basically the apartheid story in the eyes of the MK or one of the members of the MK. I think that would be super interesting. That would be like a really cool action movie and stuff. But do not steal my idea. If there isn't a film like that, I will make one.
You are going to make one and release it.
I will write one. Thank you very much.
But this The Marksman, it sounds interesting.
I mean, it does, but like I feel like it follows like the template of these like action thrillers. Like the template is mostly like this guy who's normally alone and everything, and something has to kind of take him out of his comfort zone. And him taking it out of his comfort zone is him like, you know, trying to save this boy. I know the Marine, him being taken out of like his comfort zone is him like, you know, saving his wife. You know, there's always like someone that they have to save, like these like different trials that they have to go through in order to save someone or something. So I feel like, I mean, we're kind of recycling stories here, but I guess
it's the same movies,
but
it's
different
the same,
stories.
with different actors and just a bit of change there and there. But other than that, they're all the same.
They're all the same movies. But I feel like there are only so many stories you can tell.
Yes.
Then again, on the contrary, I feel like, I mean, there's so many people in this, like, world that everyone has their own individual story. So if you can, like, literally tap into that, I feel like South Africa is just rich with stories. We just keep, like, boxing ourselves into one type of story and one type of thing that we think that people want to see. And that's not necessarily true. I feel like the movies that have, like, done so well, like your Tsotsi's and, like, those movies are the stories that are being told from a South African point of view.
And that was different. That was different concept.
Exactly.
It was a different storyline, and no one expected that.
No one expected
and we're still
that.
talking about Tsotsi till today. I know, when I was doing grade 11, we read Tsotsi as a book. Yeah. So I don't know if they're still doing it, but it shows how big the movie was.
The movie was really big. I mean, like, for it to be even nominated for an Oscar is just like one of the biggest things ever. But I'm very, like, hopeful for our, like, film industry, because we just need the government to, like, invest.
Definitely.
In it.
And then I've got faith in you guys.
I've got faith in myself.
Yeah, in you, in fact.
Don't put that much pressure on me.
No, you did say that you're gonna release a movie if no one hasn't.
No, that's what I'm saying.
So
I'm copywriting. I'm copywriting that idea. No, it's not. Don't try me.
Yes, and then
okay.
Still continue.
Yes, sorry. It says here that the Met Opera streaming. So basically, they're going to be streaming, like, Met Operas. Do you necessarily like classic music, opera music?
No.
That's me, bro. I feel like it's better when
Too
you're
loud.
studying.
It's here, no.
I feel
Opera,
like it's
no.
better when you're studying.
Really?
Yeah, like when you're studying and you're listening to, like, classic music and stuff. It's kind of like soothing, but like without lyrics.
Okay.
Or if they have lyrics, like, don't, like, let me not understand what
the
you're
lyrics.
saying.
Yeah, you don't want to sing.
I don't want to
lyrics.
sing to the.
Yes.
That's the worst.
Yeah, because I know for me, if I'm listening to music and I'm studying, or I'm writing an essay or whatever, I'll end up typing or writing
Are
what I'm
you
listening. I'm like that. I end up typing the lyrics.
You're gonna.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm like that. So it's bad.
Okay, so it says these are like basically the opera streamings that are going to be here. So it says here, a few operative figures are beloved as Violetta, the dignified, selfless, and sickly heroine of Verdi's classic tragedy La Traviata on the 22nd of January. An elegant courtesan with a heart of gold, she chooses true love over amusements and wishes of her glory, of a glorious Parisian life, and then sacrifices everything for the sake of a young woman she's never met. All of this, the glitter of her earlier wealth, the heat of her passion, and the ardent young Alfredo, the pain of their separation and her tragic end lands with devastating weight thanks to Verdi, whose score stands as one of the music's greatest depictions of love and loss. So basically, this is a beautiful love story about these two people, and they're all gonna be doing it in like a way. I think it's like a musical.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like some people hate musicals though. Like every time
I used
like
to love musicals. You mean your High School Musical? When I was still young, your High School Musical, your Hairspray. It was a musical called Hairspray. I still watch it till this day.
There's some people who really can't. So like for people who don't like musicals, I don't think this is for you, because most of like these opera streamings is just like singing the whole time. Like even the dialogue most of the dialogue is just saying. I mean, I would love to just like sit in and like be physically there in one of them and kind of feel like and see what people go there for. But
I've been to an opera house, but it was a school outing thing back when I was still young.
Like primary school. Young.
Yeah, I think I was in grade 3, if not grade 2. So
really?
That was long. That was a long time.
Why
ago.
would they make grade 3s and 2s watch such? Like that's boring.
No, I don't think it was a musical. I think it was a play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we went for a play.
Okay, and then what's going on in the life of James Bond, Mr. 007?
Yeah, James Bond has been delayed again. And here's why this is such a blow to the franchise. I feel like they should just choose the one Bani. Like they can even choose me at this point.
To be 007. Actually, yes. Can we have a female James Bond
once? Once. Because ladies can do this. I mean, we saw it in Mr. and Mrs. Smith, you know.
Yes,
They pulled it off. The
they
lady did,
really
you know.
pulled it
So,
off.
yeah, you know, they could just choose me once. It says, this is from news24.com. James Bond is failing to save the day as the latest film in the franchise has yet been postponed its release date. The 25th installment of the film needs a cinematic release to make a profit. Bond storylines have clear relevance to contemporary world affairs, and the latest film was completed long before the pandemic hit. For almost 60 years, we've been able to rely on James Bond to burst onto our screens and save the day. Indeed, many of the film industry were relying on this latest installment, No Time to Die, to boost box office revenue at a time when cinemas are operating at vastly reduced capacity, if at all. Unfortunately, this time Bond has been seen as failing to save the day.
Tense.
Sure. Film fans and cinema owners have eagerly awaited the delayed release of the 25th installment of the franchise, particularly since it is set to close out the Daniel Craig era of 007 adventures. It has already been pushed back from February 2020 to April to November to April 2021, and now it has been confirmed that the release is delayed yet again until October. So where does the franchise go from here?
Yo,
I mean,
feel
they're
like
supposed to come up in 2020 February, then they said April 2020, then they said November 2020, now they said
what's the
April
lag, though?
2021.
Like, what's
Now
the-
they're saying October 2021. I don't know.
I feel like they should just. I really don't know. I feel like because of COVID making it so hard for like people to put films out there, I feel like they shouldn't give it dates
Yeah.
or set a date. I
They
feel like
shouldn't.
just like
They should just give
announce
a year.
yeah, just like announce it when it's already done and sorted, and then because like this thing of like people will be especially there's so many people who like love this the James Bond franchise,
And I mean,
they'll keep anticipating and
Yes.
anticipating, and then like the love for it will completely fade.
And I mean, people want to go watch it, at the cinemas. They don't want to watch it at home. They want to literally go sit there with their popcorn with their friends and watch it like live.
I mean,
So-
I miss going to the cinema, honestly. I really do miss going to the cinema. I miss that feeling, especially when you're watching like an action film,
Yeah.
and it feels like your seat starts moving,
Like
and
you
it's
just
just
feel
like
like you're there.
you feel like you're right
Yeah.
there. So I'm just like, can we please just like go back to normal life?
Once, guys, I simply just once, because personally I can't deal with this COVID.
I mean, like it's cute sitting in your room and you're listening, watching these films and stuff, but it doesn't give the same effect.
It doesn't.
Like you're
doesn't.
comfortable, yes, but it just doesn't have that thing that's like I'm there with you, I'm into the story,
And also watching a movie with other people.
yeah, so you can hear other people's like reactions and stuff.
And how they feel about the movie.
It's very cool. But let's hope that James Bond is a success in October, as they've
But I feel like they're gonna delay it again. They should just say year 2022, because I feel like this year it's not gonna come out.
this year doesn't seem very promising for
Because I mean, they already pushed it to October. October's really like the end of the year, so they should just push it to 2022. Sorry,
Yeah.
I don't know. But I've got something exciting to share. From the callsheet.co.za. They are calling for emerging Black Filmmakers Transformation Fund proposals. The National
Yes,
Film
finally.
and Video Foundation, the NFVF, the Industrial Development Corporation, and the Department of Trade, Industry and Competition are inviting emerging Black filmmakers to submit their proposals for consideration under the Emerging Black Filmmakers Transformation Fund.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So finally, can we please have Black stories written by Black people by Black people? Thank you so much. Yes.
Now
I
you
can do
do
it.
whatever she
Whatever I wanted
wants
to
to
do.
You can write whatever you want to do, release it. Yay.
I need to just write a treatment, type up a script in Yana.
Words,
And
snipers, everything.
I just feel like I'm not like, you need to know certain people in order for your script to be like considered, in order for you like,
connections.
you need to have connections. It's more of like, who you know than what you know. And that's like the most important thing when it comes to like, filmmaking and everything.
And it's so sad. Sorry to cut you. So sad.
Yeah.
Because to get into the engineering field or the law industry or the accounting industry or the medical field, whatever field, you don't need connections. It's all about, okay,
Literally,
this is what you
know.
studied. Okay, this is how many distinctions you got a cum laude
It's
or
set
whatever,
in
and then you
stone.
get in. You go into an
Yeah.
interview, you get in. But with the entertainment industry at large,
very
you
hard.
need to have connections. Why? If you don't have connections, you don't make it. That's so
the
sad.
thing. That's the thing. That's like, how do you then what do you call this, measure talent in percentages? Like, they need to see what you have done, but in order for people to see what you have done, you need to know the right people to see what you have done. So I mean, I don't know if we can, like, nail it down to a criteria like medicine. You have to have this percentage in order to get in. You have to have done this, and this. I don't think you can necessarily like nail down entertainment like that.
Yeah.
Can we mark entertainment? Can we put percentages on entertainment?
I mean, entertainment is all about talent.
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like at this point, it's not even about talent, it's about who you know. Because you some people, we see them on our TV screens, they don't even have talents, but just because they've got connections, or they've got whatever followers on Instagram, then they can be.
I feel like it's the mentality that South Africa needs to change. That like, it doesn't matter how many like followers that you have. Your audition should be something that speaks for you.
Yeah, it should.
And I feel like a lot of the time it's just like, okay, well, we're gonna cast this person because they look like this, they look the part, and then we'll just teach them the job. When there is someone there who can do the job,
who can cry on the spot. But no, we'll teach them how to cry.
Teach this person because they have so and so followers how to cry.
Sure. Yeah. But let me continue with the call for emerging Black filmmakers. Launched in 2014, the EBFTF provides financial, marketing, and other related support to emerging Black filmmakers. The fund has been designed for Black filmmakers with limited experience, but who have developed and produced 1 to 2 feature films, television fiction, or documentaries for theatrical release or television broadcast, or 2 to 3 short films or 2 to 3 commercials, seeking to venture into feature film development and production. The Emerging Black Filmmakers Transformation Fund is aimed at developing and supporting local emerging Black directors and producers by providing financial and other support. The IDC and NFVF expect that the fund will create a sustainable South African film industry. It is a tailor-made solution given the challenges that Black filmmakers face. It is crafted to strengthen the local film production industry, ensuring that filmmakers create compelling content for South African consumption. Funding will be limited to 3 qualifying and viable feature films per annum. Black filmmakers are requested to submit proposals based on the following criteria. So, number 1, you need to be youth and under the age of 35 years, and you need to be a producer or a director. Budget capped at 6 million rands, which includes 500,000 for marketing costs. Number 3, filmmakers must be Black South African citizens. Number 4, the films must be commercially viable and demonstrate creative merit. 5, films must be at the level of theatrical release. 6, the cast must be South African citizens. Compliance with the DTI, South African Emerging Black Families Incentive you must comply with the DIT, South African Emerging Black Filmmakers Incentive, and you can refer to the DTI website on www.thedti.gov.za. You have to have rights of all including film, merchants, etc. Preference will be given to 100% Black-owned companies. Shareholding and IP must be 75% or more Black-owned. Where the producer is Black but not emerging, 5 feature films, then the Black director must own at least 50% of the film rights. Information to be provided with the application must include a script, preferably second draft, a 2-page concept document outlining snipers, logline, director's treatment, genre, target market, and in your CV for the key creative team, producer, director, writer, DOB, line producer. There must also be a summary budget amounts to be spent at pre-production, production, and post-production. Tax clearance certificate, a BBEE certificate, certified ID copy valid for 3 months, company registration documents, production schedule, cash flow schedule, production company, experience and previous productions involved in, and chain of the title documentation, including script, music, etc.
Yo, that's a lot.
Yeah, and then disqualifications, late entries will be considered. Projects that do not meet the criteria will not be considered. Projects that do not have that do not have developed scripts will not be considered. Budgets that are above the fund amount of 6 million will not be considered. Applications will close on the 9th of February 2021. Kindly email all current inquiries to refilwe at nfvf.co.za. And this was on the callsheet.co.za.
That is like
Yay!
That's like a lot of work.
Yay!
But I feel like because like if you already have a crew and if you already have like a team, like
So
each person has their job.
Yeah.
Like for the director, they have to put in the director's treatments. The editor has to put in the previous. The MMP has to put in the music. Like everyone has their set job. So if everyone does their piece and comes together, then I don't think it's that much work.
Yeah, but also I feel like this is for people that have a company that is registered already.
That's not fair.
Yeah, because
but didn't they say like you can have a production company?
Production company.
So
and then
you
say
have
experience and previous production involved.
Oh, so they're not giving it to like young people. It's
they're
just
giving it to people who come straight out of
like
film school.
That's sad.
Yeah,
that's sad.
Because
how many production production houses do we know that are owned by black people?
And that are still upcoming.
I mean, it says there that that it's either they have to be own 50% of it or 100% owned. So I mean, I'm thinking now I can only come up with 3 at the top of my head. I think it's burnt onion, and then there's another one, black brain, and then there's another one.
Because it also says preference will be given to 100% black owned companies. So you must have a production company,
production company.
Not saying no, I'll gather up who and who and who and who now and then. You must have a registered production company.
I mean, I'm excited that they're literally opening up doors
they're opening
for
the industry.
People.
And they're giving a chance to black people. So it is a great opportunity, even though if you just come out of straight out of film school, you can't really do it.
Yeah, but you can always, find yourself, interning at a production company and build your way up to that opportunity.
I mean, it's a great opportunity. Big ups to them. Shout out to the
NFVF for finally realizing the struggles that the black, filmmakers go through, especially when the budget is high and you have to take that out of your own pocket.
Yes. Oh wow, that is great. But yes, the time is 28 minutes past 11. We're gonna go straight into news, but let me just quickly recap. We spoke about a movie that is coming out on box office.
Marksman, it's on box office now.
Oh, it's already on box office. The movie is called Marksman. It's all about classic opera stuff.
The Marksman is the one with the Marine.
Okay.
Yeah, the one who needs to save some
little
boy from the
soldier
Marine.
that souls. Oh yes.
Yeah. And then, but they are streaming, opera music, and then there's one movie in specific that's starring this Violetta woman who has a whole love affair and everything. So if you're interested in that, you can really go check it out.
Check it out. And then you spoke about James Bond being delayed again. It is said that the movie will come out October 2021, but we don't know. We'll see, because it's been they've been delaying it. And then also callsheet.co.za announced that
the
NFVF is giving an opportunity to black-owned production companies they want to fund them for about 6 million for a film, for a movie, for whatever it is. So
and it has to be 100% black-owned production company.
Yes, it has to be black-owned. We don't want to see any other person that is not black. From the PA to the security guard to everyone.
I don't think they said that. I don't think they said that.
That's 100%. That is 100%.
No, but 100% black owned means everything is there.
Yeah. Management, people that are on the board must be black people. But yes, definitely it is time for the news.
Yes, it is time for the news headlines. The time is 11:30 a.m. Good morning, and these are the news headlines by IOL. The DA pushes the government to allow liquor trading, and then UNISA students are not happy with the decisions to have one long semester. And then for the weather in Johannesburg, it is mostly cloudy with 21 degrees. Precipitation is 73%. Humidity is 79%. The wind is 14 kilometers per hour. And now we're going straight into the sports bulletin.
Bring you all the sporting news. This is sports on ilovemarvel.live.
Yes, this is sports on ilovemarvel.live. I feel like they should have put me for the voiceover, but it's fine. It's okay. The time is 31 minutes past 11 on the 28th of January 2021. I am Siyo with the sports bulletin. In cricket news, Cap de Klerk nominated for new ICC Player of the Month awards. Proteas duo Marizanne Kapp and Nadine de Klerk were nominated for the newly introduced Player of the Month awards by the International Cricket Council. The ICC on Wednesday announced the introduction of the monthly awards, which will recognize and celebrate the best performances of both male and female cricketers across their forms throughout the year. An independent ICC voting academy comprising of former players, broadcasters, and journalists from all around the world will team up with fans to vote for the ICC men's and women players of the month. Despite the Proteas women only returning to international cricket last week, Cap and de Klerk were shortlisted for the inauguration honour. The all-rounder pair both featured in last year's Women's Big Bash League as the coronavirus outbreak halted the women's game in 2020. Cap started with the bat and ball in last week's second ODI against Pakistan as she scored an unbeaten 68 and took 3 over 44 in South Africa's Black Day win. De Klerk, who caught the eye of many at last year's T20 World Cup in Australia, has fired in her international return this month as she picked up 1 wicket in her 2 games thus far. The Proteas duo were rested in the final ODI on Tuesday, but are expected to feature in the 3-match T20 series starting on Friday at 3:30 p.m. In Olympic news, Bill Gates says Tokyo Olympics fate depends on vaccine rollout. Billionaire Bill Gates said the Tokyo Olympics are still possible this year depending on the rollout of coronavirus vaccinations. Japanese Kyodo News reported on Wednesday. Gates, whose foundation has donated $1.75 billion towards efforts to fight COVID-19, told Kyodo News that the next few months would be crucial for the postponement 2020 games. In the few months we have to look at the progress we make, Gates told Kyodo News, referring to vaccine distribution. But I think it's still possible if things go well. He added, if things don't go well, that would be unfortunate, but we're doing the best to help those vaccines get approved and get going for the entire world. With COVID-19 still a major problem against the globe, doubts have been growing over the feasibility of holding the Olympics this year, although organizers insist that the delayed event will go ahead. The International Olympic Committee said this week will determine to hold a safe and secure Tokyo Games and urged participants to be vaccinated. The IOC is due to hold an executive board meeting on Wednesday with Tokyo 2020 on the agenda. Thank you. Those were the sports bulletin, Siyo and the news headlines with Hlakie MNGOMEZULU. But back to the Melville Rush. We are back.
We're
We
back.
are live.
Are we not going for like a little ad break? Nyana,
Nyana, just a bit.
just a biggie. Nyana.
We are back. We are live. We were caught off guard.
Literally, we're caught off guard. I was like, yay, is the ad over?
Chini like, what what's popping? What's going
What's
on?
good? What's cracking?
Yes, but we are back. This is the Melville Rush on ilovemelville.live. The time is 35 minutes past 11 on the 28th of January 2021. You are chilling with Siyo and Hlakie.
I love
Yes.
it. I really love it now.
Yes, we are here. We are back still doing hashtag Lightscameraaction.
Yes, and now we're going to be talking about the 30 best chick flicks of all time. Now I'm sure, like, you know, everyone's had, like, you know, that time where they want to just chill with your home girls. You have your popcorn, you're in your pajamas and looking all cute and everything, and just like watching chick flicks all day, every day.
All day, every day.
But like, this is a list that basically sums up the 30 best chick flicks of all time. So what is your best, like, your favorite chick flick?
So I don't even have a favorite movie.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I'm telling you.
No way.
The thing is, with me, I could never repeat a movie.
Really?
So that's how I know that I don't have a favorite movie, because I can't repeat something.
That is so hectic. I
Like,
feel so sad for you
I know.
now.
Like, if I watched something and you've never watched something, I wouldn't watch it with you.
Oh, tens.
Yeah. If
So, like, you don't have, like,
series, movie,
Nothing.
nothing. I would not repeat it
Oh,
for anyone.
tens.
Yeah. You?
Okay, my favorite movie. Okay, my favorite movie of all time, and I feel like this is like my guilty pleasure, but it's fine. I love Pitch Perfect.
Really?
I love that movie with all my heart. Every time when I
All
feel like
three of them?
sad, yes, but like the first one's my favorite.
Yeah, the first one is much better than the
all
other two.
the other two. But like, for me, like, every time I feel like sad or I feel like my day has just gone wrong, just I watch Pitch Perfect, and I feel
But
like
how do you
everything
repeat a
is, like-
movie? Because you know what's coming next.
I know, like, I've got to a point where I repeat what they say on like Pitch Perfect. Like, I know everybody's lines. That's how many times I've watched Pitch Perfect, because I love it that much. I'm the type of like, I'm a sucker for musicals, but especially Pitch Perfect. is
Yeah.
my favorite. But when you go to, like, you know, a chick flick, I'm not sure. Hey, like, chick flicks are very. I don't know. I don't know.
They're not for repeat.
Yeah, no, there are. There's some that are.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, if I say chick flick, then maybe I would say like The Fault in Our Stars.
Ooh.
That is like the cutest thing
It is.
ever.
It's so romantic.
It's
so
so
cute.
I literally, like, I remember
Yes.
I read the book before I
Mhm.
watched the movie.
Me too.
And when I read the book, and then like when Augustus Witz's, like, who's okay, for those of you
You
who don't
even know
the book,
their names.
Yeah.
I don't even know their names. But now when you say it, I know who he is. Yeah.
For those of you who haven't watched The Fault in Our Stars, it's this beautiful cancer story. This girl has cancer. This guy also had
Has cancer.
cancer. And then he gets cancer again. And then he
Mm.
dies when everyone was expecting her to die. And literally, I started crying. And
Yeah.
my mom
I
was
never
just like,
cried. Everyone cried.
you didn't cry?
I know everyone that cried on
You have
Fault.
no heart.
I've never cried.
You don't have a heart.
Ah!
Siyo Mali doesn't have a heart. It doesn't exist. There's just a void in there.
Sure. Okay. All right.
But yeah, so then the first one here is The Notebook, that came out in 2004. So The Notebook is a classic love story that's bound to make you believe that true love really does exist. Rachel McAdams and Ryan Gosling play the star-crossed lovers who are destined to find each other again. The challenge with this movie is trying not to cry, because the movie is a real tearjerker, and it is.
You watched
Like,
it?
The Notebook is such a beautiful.
Never watched it.
You've never watched The Notebook.
No.
This
The thing is,
girl.
I don't like watching
This
old
girl.
movies.
This girl. No, The Notebook is such a
I've
beautiful
seen it. I've seen that
film.
it's played on TV, but to actually watch it, no.
No, you need to watch The Notebook, guys.
I'll check it out.
Like,
I'll
you
check it
really-
out.
If you guys haven't watched The Notebook, there's something wrong with you. I don't know what is wrong with you. I don't know what is wrong with you, but I bet. So the next one on the on the list is Clueless, which came out in 1995.
Mhm.
So Clueless is the ultimate 90s chick flick. Alicia Stone plays the OG Beverly Hills baddie whose life revolves around boys, Burberry, and her fully stocked revolving closet. High school is tricky as ever as Cher, character has to navigate having an unrequited crush, playing matchmaker, and stumbling upon unexpected love situation. Grab your fanny pack and your best sequin tank top. Girls, we roll at midnight. So I'm sure you haven't watched Clueless either. I'm sure you're gonna say that.
No.
I have not watched
No.
Clueless.
But no, I think maybe I have, but I didn't finish it, or I don't know what happened. I don't know. But the characters look familiar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then this is the love of every single teenage girl.
Yes.
Like, if you don't know this movie, I don't know what's wrong with you. It's Mean Girls that came out in 2004.
Mhm.
Mean Girls is like really nice. Shame, I'm not even gonna lie. So the movie made Fetch a thing and October 3rd national holiday. Mean Girls is an early 2000s staple, and after watching it, Jingle Bell Rock will never sound the same, for real. Actual Mean Girls went out of style a while ago, but this movie, they're trendy, funny, and you might even want to be one of them. The name Regina George, ring a bell? I think this movie was like, I feel like it was perfect.
Yeah.
It was perfect. I just didn't like the fact that the main character, I can't remember her name, they said that she comes from Africa.
Yeah, she
And
did say
then-
she's from Africa.
And they said that she comes from Africa, and then they like have this insert where she's talking to a black boy, and you can't even hear what this black boy is saying. And I'm like, we don't talk like that.
We don't.
We don't talk like
but
that.
it's a nice movie. This I would repeat.
Okay, this I would definitely.
Yeah,
repeat
this
one.
I'd repeat. It's nice. It's nice. I enjoyed it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so coming to number 4 is Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. Never watched this movie, but let's hear. Romy and Michelle's high school reunion might be a hilarious movie about two blondes on a mission, but it teaches you an important lesson about being yourself. As if Lisa Kudrow isn't funny enough as Phoebe in Friends, Romy and Michelle's high school reunion is a hilarious tale of two fabulous friends as they attend high school reunion. It's definitely a must-see and a great way to laugh about your high school reunion, what your high school reunion might be like in the near future. I think I might watch it. I mean, it sounds like a comedy.
I
And
wouldn't. It
you
was
wouldn't?
released in 1997. No.
Don't you like oldies?
No.
Like, this
No.
child is just, I can't.
No.
I cannot.
Mm-mm.
I cannot.
No.
You want something that's recent. Like,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
Babe. You need to like kind of, celebrate the blast from the past.
I'd
Throw it
get
back
bored.
a bit.
I'd get really, really bored. I'd
Why?
get
What
bored by
about
the
it?
hairstyles because obviously it's from back then. I'd
Yes.
get bored by the clothing that they wear because it's from back then. I'd get annoyed that they're using like those dilly little phones because they're from. I'd get annoyed by the shoes that they wear.
Oh my
I'd just
gosh.
get annoyed.
If only you knew like the fashion and the hairstyles that they used back then are the ones that are coming
Yeah,
back
I mean,
now.
it's coming
and it's
back,
so trendy
but
now.
No.
I'm not gonna succeed in
No, not
I'm not
even.
gonna succeed. Shame. And then another one, it came out in 1999, which you'd hate, is 10 Things I Hate About You. So the movie puts a new spin on Shakespeare's The Taming of the Shrew. Set to modern day 90s high school, this twisted life story is too irresistible to ignore. Plus, you get to watch Heath Ledger on the screen. Love stories like this one really show you that although you might not think you want love, you'll always need it. I wouldn't watch this one.
I've seen it play on TV and no.
I wouldn't watch this one. Yeah, because I don't particularly like it when Shakespeare's plays are being turned into modern day movies.
Yes.
I don't particularly like it. I mean, there's one that did it amazing. I think it was what is it? She's the Man, where
Ooh.
I think they changed what do you call this? Midnight's Dream or something
Mhm.
like that. Shakespeare's play, and then they turned it into that. And I was just
Okay.
like, that
It's
was
from
very-
Shakespeare.
Yes, I'm like, that
What?
was
I love
very
that.
smart.
That movie, I've repeated it.
Really?
Yeah, I've repeated it. I think I watched it recently. Yeah, just recently. I've just repeated it. That movie I like.
I also like that movie.
Yeah, even though I know it's gonna happen, but I like
Yeah, finally, a movie that Siyo likes. And then number 6 is Miss Congeniality, and it came out in 2000. Love this movie. Miss Congeniality brings out a whole new meaning to kick ass. How many women do you know can go undercover as an FBI agent for a beauty pageant? Exactly. Sandra Bullock plays an agent with a gun, a temper, and a competition to win. BTW, what's your favorite date? So Miss Congeniality was really, have you watched it?
No.
Miss Congeniality is such a beautiful film. This girl, like, she goes undercover and she's supposed to save there's like a lot of corruption that happens during this Miss Congeniality pageant, and she goes undercover as one of the contestants to try, uncover this whole mystery. And it's just like so beautiful. They change her from this tomboy to this beautiful, wearing like heels and everything.
And does she rock it?
She rocks it. Like it in the beginning, she falls a bit.
Yeah.
And stuff. But it's such a beautiful movie.
Sure. What's up next?
Up next, we have number 7, and it's Sweet Home Alabama.
I haven't seen
that one. I've heard of it though. So this says Reese Witherspoon might actually just be the luckiest woman in the world because she finds herself in a love triangle with Patrick Dempsey and John Lucas. I mean, could she get any luckier? This is in addition to the fact that she's a successful designer thriving in New York City. This movie teaches you that home is always where the heart is. It seems like a cute movie. I don't even know. I haven't watched it, but maybe I should take some of these movies and try see if I would watch them.
Okay, all right.
I feel like that's a challenge to ever. If you guys don't know any of these movies, take them down.
I'll check out a few. Out,
hey? I feel like these are very cute. And then here it says Love and Basketball. So
no, I don't know.
I don't know it either, but it seems looks so nice.
Isn't that a reality TV show?
Yeah, Love and Hip Hop.
Oh, it's not Love and Basketball. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
And then there's Basketball.
Oh, okay. That's the only thing I know.
Yeah. So it says here, what happens when you mix together two dedicated athletes, a love for game of basketball and the fate-driven relationship? You get Love and Basketball, of course. Quincy and Monica are childhood friends turned lovers that encounter a few bumps as they chase their identical dreams of going pro. The two figure out sports, high school, college, and even adulthood, all while trying to figure out this whole love thing. This movie has a complex yet necessary view of Black love. And I'm a sucker for Black love. So this is definitely something that I would definitely watch. On a Thursday, Throwback Thursday, just to
throw it back.
Throw it back a bit. And one of my favorite Black love, movies also from back then is A Poetic Justice.
I don't know. I know the song. I don't know it.
Guys, can someone come get Siyo Madi before I do something that I will regret? I love Poetic Justice by Janet Jackson and that guy who acts as what do you call this? Tupac.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not Tupac. Tupac died already. No, but Tupac, that wasn't Tupac. That was
someone
acting like Tupac. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Okay, let's
we'll
do
find
research.
It out. We'll find out. Our producer's busy fighting. My producer's fighting me, and he's saying that that's actually Tupac in Poetic Justice. We'll find out, and we'll let you guys know, and we'll see who's wrong. And then next on the list is Rolls My Eyes, Twilight.
Oh,
Rolls My Eyes.
Yeah,
I did not like that series at all.
Me too. I didn't enjoy it. It was too creepy. It was too weird. No.
I did not enjoy it. I didn't understand why there have to be wolves and werewolves and vampires. I don't understand the story. I stopped watching it from the first one. I didn't watch the second one or the third one. I watched a bit of the third one, and all I can remember is that the baby looked fake.
Yeah, I don't know which one I watched, but I remember watching it. Yeah, I remember because it came out. I think I was still in primary school. That time I was still friends with white people, so. Next on the list. And it hits number 10 is Valentine's Day. And this came out in 2010. Talk about good timing with Valentine's Day coming up
Yes, it is coming up, and this is the perfect chick flick for you and your partner to watch. Valentine's Day follows several awesomely adorable love stories, and you might even recognize a lot of faces with the star-studded cast. It's a great movie that is guaranteed to make you smile. No, I'm not coming to Valentine's Day. I'm not going.
No, I would watch that one. Came out in 2010. It's not that old.
Oh wow! But I'm just saying Valentine's Day in jail. Like I'm not going.
I don't even know which day it's on.
What do you mean you don't know when Valentine's Day is?
Like the day, Monday, Tuesday.
Oh,
yeah, I know the
yeah.
date is 14th, but
yeah,
the
no.
day, no, that's how much I don't care.
And these, it's fine. Like, what do you normally do on Valentine's Day?
The past 2 years, I was with someone on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
year
you were
I'm
in a
alone.
relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
This year I'm alone.
Yo.
Yeah.
Tense.
Yeah.
But I mean,
It's
you
life.
can, like, you know, spoil yourself. Buy yourself that chocolate. Buy yourself that teddy bear. Okay.
What are
You know,
you doing?
my
Valentine's Day is on a
producer-
Sunday. Yeah, it's on a
It's
Sunday.
on a Sunday.
Mhm.
Okay, so like my friends and I like are doing this because all of us are single.
Mhm.
And this is like the first time that like all of us are single, at
single.
the same time. So we're basically gonna like, you know, get each other gifts and we're gonna go out for like a cute lunch. But that's about it. Like I'm just spending it with my girls. So it's
Mm.
nothing different because I always spend my time with my girls anyway.
Yeah.
But it's cute.
It's okay. It's just gonna be a normal day. It's
It's just
yeah.
gonna be a normal, beautiful day. And then on number 11, it came out in 2010. This is Just Right.
Yeah,
Love
this I did watch.
movie.
This I did watch.
Love
yeah,
this
Queen
movie with
Latifah.
Queen Latifah
Yeah.
and Common. This was a
Mm.
beautiful movie. It says here sometimes rehabilitating yourself means tearing yourself completely down to reveal the new and better version of yourself. This is a much true for NBA player Scott McKnight, who loses everything after a nearly career-ending injury. With the help of a good woman and an abundance of patience, Scott realizes that all that glitters isn't exactly gold.
Mm.
That movie was beautiful.
It was. It
really was beautiful. And then this is the last one before we go straight into the news. Bulletins and the sports headlines.
Mhm.
We're going. Number 12 is Friends with Benefits. Okay,
This one
I've watched it.
Yeah, I've also watched it.
this one. Yeah,
Mhm.
the one with Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
Okay, so Friends with Benefits is a pretty self-explanatory title. That said, the plot is anything but average. All the adorable scenes make Mila Kunis and Justin Timberlake a hilarious romantic comedy team. I mean, haven't you ever fantasized about your future with your friends with benefits? Me neither, girl.
No, I've never.
You've
no.
never had a friend with benefits.
No.
Never.
Uh-uh.
That is weird.
No. We can't be friends and have benefits on the side.
Why not though? I feel like
I don't like awkward things.
I just feel like a male and a female can't be best friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's impossible.
It's either they are best friends now because they used
to
date,
date,
or they're still
they're
going to
to date.
Yeah.
Yes, there always has to be something. There's some history. You can't just be best friends. I remember I was like dragging my one best friend because she was just like, "No, it's innocent. It's like literally there's nothing going on between us." And then something went on between us. And I was like, "Oh, did I not say?" And I've also been in this situation myself where I had like a male best friend, and then we dated, and then so people can't be like.
I feel like I don't want to even be friends with males. Like, no, we're just acquaintances.
Oh, okay. That's very. I mean, you can be an acquaintance with
a
male.
Yeah.
So you don't do friends with males. You don't do friends with
it's just
men.
acquaintances unless you're part of the LGBTQI community. Then
I'm sorry,
I got
Siyo.
friends in that department.
I'm so dead.
But
Siyo.
no, other than that,
You wouldn't.
Yeah.
You would. I mean, I do have like a friend in the LGBTQI plus community, a few actually.
Mhm.
But I mean, I don't mind being friends with guys. It's just, some
But you
people,
saw how it
some
ended
guys-
with you.
But no, like as long as he's still not my friend. Like
Okay.
I've had, those friends that are just now that like we've dated and everything and realized that it didn't work.
Mhm.
Now we're still back to being friends,
Mm.
So I feel like it can happen, but there it's gonna have to be like a time where you guys confront your actual feelings for each other before actually being friends. So yeah, but that's like just my take
Yeah.
on it.
I don't know, but we're gonna end the broadcast and we'll be back at the top of the hour. Yeah, should we
With the
get out?
news,
Can
yes,
we rush out?
Let's rush out, and we'll be back
At
with
the